Good evening and welcome to Beijing, China. We find ourselves inside an old steel production plant dating back 100 years. The steel mill operation have, however, been moved, and now the park will be a model of developing Olympic sports in urban areas, reusing World Heritage sites and revitalizing industrial parks. The modern Shugang Sports Center is also to be found here, where curling is the headliner act this week. We're live again from the Curling World Cup final. Mixed doubles on the program this evening as Switzerland play China in session 11. Some fans in this evening as we meet the teams for Team Switzerland. Michael Lecki with Sven Michael. They will take on Team China, and it's Chao Chung playing alongside Yuan Minji. And we see the mixed double standings. Canada on top in Group A with 11 points, followed by USA at 9. So Switzerland at 4 points, China at 3. And in the other group, it is Norway ahead with 10 points, with Switzerland 2, Canada 2, and Russia. So 3 points if you win the game within the scheduled 8 ends, 2 points if you go to a shootout and win, and 1 point if you lose said shootout. No points if you lose, of course, and that is what the teams are playing for. As many points as possible, but also prize money as well, and they will be split the same way as the points. Not only one game in action this evening, there are 3 mixed doubles games, and those are Russia playing Norway, Switzerland 2 playing Canada 2, our feature game, and then there's 2 women's games as well, Switzerland to take on Russia and Sweden to play Korea. I'm Sander Olvag, joined by Olympic champion Rona Howie. Good evening to you.
Good evening, Xander.
We see the rules of play, 8 ends to be played. As mentioned, we would go to a single stone shootout if we're tied. We have a modified free guard zone for the mixed doubles discipline. 1 power play as well for the teams to use at some point during the game. And of course, at the Curling World Cup, the ends are timed, so we need to be efficient. So let's get underway. Chao Chung with the first throw, as we will see the 2 pre-positioned stones out front. It is a center guard and a rock belonging to Switzerland just in the back of the forefoot, and we will see those 2 stones along the center line every end until there's a power play.
Entweder schräg tappen oder du friesst auf einmal. Friesen wäre auch gut, oder?
Ja, ja, ich will tappen.
Michael Lecki will throw rocks 1 and 5. So both the female athletes this evening throwing rocks 1 and 5. And the men will throw the middle 3 rocks, as there are 5 stones to be thrown in mixed doubles curling. And this is looking all heavy from Lecki. It goes all the way through.
Big difference in the years of experience. Michelle Yagi's been curling for 22 years, whereas Chao Chung's only been playing for 5. A lot of the time we see the first stone being right up frozen on that one at the back, but because China had placed it top 4, Michelle Yagi tried to tap it back.
Yuan Minji with a taped up throwing arm.
Yeah, not a good sign when you've got physio tape wrapped around your arm. It could just be to give him added support.
Well, come down here and freeze his own yellow.
Wollen wir einfach noch freezen, oder?
Ich will auftun oder so probieren.
Willst du etwas probieren mitzunehmen oder nicht?
Ja, ich will probieren hier.
Okay.
Sven Michael usually plays third for Team de Cruz out of Geneva. Won the World Championship in mixed doubles with Michel last year, and that's why they're invited to come and play this week. And that is a great tool for Sven to have, running that guard back just to open up that forefoot when they come off to a bad start. So even though there's 3 Chinese counters in there, the forefoot's wide open.
Yeah, that was the main objective there, to open that forefoot, and he's certainly done that.
And of course there's no point in blanking. The mixed doubles end, you would not retain the hammer, so sometimes if there's a couple of rocks in around the 12 foot, doesn't make too much of a difference if you have the hammer. You would still draw for your 1. But of course, it does add to the pressure a little bit when China come in here to sit 4.
A really nice draw. This Chinese pair played in one leg of the Curling World Cup in Jönköping in Sweden.
Das ist jetzt aber 14 gewesen, oder?
Ja, 14-2.
Okay.
Whereas the Swiss duo haven't played in the Curling World Cup, so a new format for them.
I wouldn't have played much mixed doubles either this season with Sven's commitments to his men's team. Then again, they didn't play a whole lot of mixed doubles before they won the World Championship last year either. Some mistakes early in this first end.
Okay, 上盘力量。14秒。Okay。
稍大一点点，没问题，力量。
5、6、6。
有点大吧，抖一抖。
还可以。
插过来。
还可以。
5，现大。
很大吗？
很大，插过来。
插过去。
还是插。
能插过去吗？
插一下。还是插一下，能过来。
Trying to get this to curl. Want to bury it as much as they can. Does slip back tee, it now allows Sven Michael a chance to come in and freeze on that.
Lang ist, glaub gut.
Noch ein bisschen
Pretty happy with the weight.
Ja, ist nur hinter 4. Nein, hinter 8 ist er schon.
Oh, a little heavy after all.
Nein,
It's starting to come down. It's trying.
Guter, glaub ich nicht.
Where will this one settle?
Sehr schön.
Oh, pretty good.
13-0, sehr schön.
Just had to curl 2 more inches and it's perfect.
Zeiger?
Ja. Safe.
Das ist das, was unten nicht.
Ja,
One mistake from China now though, and the Swiss could score a 2. That's how quick things change.
And just with China going back tee and giving Switzerland that chance to have the backing.
Ja, niet te veel, ja.
Mixed doubles, you certainly want to be controlling the top of the forefoot, not the back.
Cool. 扎也行，磕一点也可以。
行。
OK。8、9区。
变不小吗？
Yes. Yes. 2，力量。
9。
2。
Early sweep for line. Guard shouldn't be a problem, but their own stone in the top 4.
Could always tap their own though.
Yeah, that seems to be the plan B here. Does overcurl and promotes that rock into the forefoot for short stone. But there will be a chance for Switzerland to score their 2. Only problem is they will have to play the other side of the sheet. They haven't played in this end. That's always a bit tricky. Probably a bit slower, especially considering it's the first end.
Okay. Das ist ein bisschen weniger.
Gib ein bisschen weniger.
Muss ich die Länge spielen wir Hack?
Gut, ja.
Okay.
So wie mir jetzt.
Ja, hier auch nicht, sicher härter, aber
Switzerland are about to see virtually all that stone. Just play a hack weight tap back.
Last stone first end for Team Switzerland. Michael early on the sweep here.
Whoa.
He's thinking he's needing it for weight there, really.
Calling him off, then back on, so it should be close here. And there you go, 2 points for Team Switzerland. An end that really belonged to China all the way through. But make 2 good shots, you score 2 points. That's the score.
Souverän 2 gemacht, hä?
Bravo. Schon recht, 12,5. Nein, das ist der von ihm.
Nein, war gut.
Super, du.
Start nochmal.
Ja.
Nein. Du habe ich noch.
Sie hat mal Gas gegeben. Ja. Die ersten 3 Stellen.
Ja.
Ich denke, hoppla.
Ja, mehr.
When you score in curling, you do have to start the next end.
20.
Be unfair if you got the advantage every end.
Would be nice, but no, I have to make it a fair sport.
So Switzerland gets us going.
Lang ist genug.
And you'll see the pre-positioned stones now have changed place.
Hinter 8.
That's a Chinese counter in the back 4.
Nein. Hinter 8. Hinter 4. Tipptopp. Sehr schön.
There's a women's game currently on, and it's Switzerland-Russia. They're in the first end.
Russia line 1, pretty well guarded, so Elena Pat just has to draw the forefoot. The way in is open. Swiss current world champions, they're undefeated this week so far here in Beijing. Plays it. Uses backing 1 to Switzerland. I think there's been an issue with the Swiss shirts this week. They've all got different names on their backs.
Ja, das
wäre super.
Kein Spieler T-Line.
So maybe someone left the iron on.
Maybe.
Ich glaube nicht schlecht. Hinter 4, hinter 8.
Massiv,
They
Girl.
only
Yeah.
get the kit when they arrive here in
Schon nicht so
Beijing, so
schnell hinter
maybe
auch.
it didn't fit.
Vorbei,
Who knows? They're just trying to confuse the commentators by wearing different names.
Comes up a little bit heavy here.
Blijf hier.
So important to stay in front of that tee line and stay on top of your opposition stones.
It's a great experience for this young Chinese duo to be playing at the Curling World Cup final. Gaining experience all the time.
Cho 大一点。我。下落。我。粘，推一点，粘。粘。
This is also looking
粘。
a wee bit heavy, but he's got the backing to come up. Ah, really nice.
Almost lost its handle there in the end.
Ja. Ich glaube, wenn es gut läuft, nimmt sogar dahinter auch noch, wenn wir Glück haben.
I think we'll see some big weight. And you might see a few yellows move here. Did skip his own men's team for years. European champion from 2013. And he will make the triple. Well, he set it up for Sven Michael and he's going to take it.
Yep, he doesn't need to be asked twice.
Sicher ist hure geil für das Speed.
Cool as a cucumber.
And he's quite known for making these types of shots, even as a skip. Big doubles and triples. And that lined up nicely, and Switzerland lied too.
Es gibt weniger Eis. Vielleicht überrechnet das sogar.下落。
下落没问题，安琪力量，等一等线。力量小吗？
还行6。
下线，哦，等一等，力量大。
不大6。
哦，要开始下线啊！等大。
好。Ik zie jemanden. Niet ganz halb.
Ich glaube, es geht schon.
So Backline lang, oder?
There's the two Swiss stones
So
back of the
Backline, ein bisschen
tee.
mehr, so die lange lang.
Ja, Hex, dass ich da durchgehe.
It
Okay.
is something to freeze, but not easy to get to either of them to freeze because you're drawing off the centre guard.
Viel mehr.
See, there's a good swing in the ice, so anything behind the centre, a good curl enough to tap it back.
Hack.
Nee.
Gut Hack.
Ja, ich rasch. Go hard. Go. Gut.
Really nice, down weight, tap back.
Gute Hack.
Schau mal, ja, okay, ja. Das kommt schon nicht quer, die Seite. Das ist relativ.
Ja, die Manu, okay?
再收一点。
力量，
下落。
先有点下落没问题，你是力量。哦， 顶线，顶线。擦一擦，擦一擦底线。
So persevering with the draw around the centre.
擦一擦，擦一擦，擦一擦，过来。
Ooh, that was close. Come out the other side.
Sorry.
Yeah, got a bit too close to the guard.
Laat ze, ja.
As we look on over, it is Switzerland 2 playing Canada 2 in mixed doubles.
Canada line 1 on the button. Jenny Perry
Daar is even kat.
trying to come in off the side red to push the yellow out.
Also kom ik weer sneller.
Zeker niet kürzer, gleich ist auch noch gut.
Oké, ja hier.
Ich habe das Gefühl, die wird eher noch...
Doesn't make it, so a steal of 1 for Canada.
Rood, hè?
Ja, finde ich gut.
Well, could have been for 4, but instead Canada will lead that one 2-0. As Michelle Yeki will try and chase this yellow.
Wacht maar.
Shot stone for China on the out turn.
Hack, gut Hack.
Past the guard. And onto the yellow. Will sit for 4.
Det där.
啊，这边。
The only benefit for China really is that the forefoot's open on both hands.
时间够，
Yeah.
时间够，
Not
没
really
事。
any backing to draw to here though. It's just going to have to be a cool draw.
13.5。
好 ，OK。
Any kind of hit is a bit risky as well. You're going to need a chunk of the forfeit here.
下路。
下路没问题，你对的。
Chao Chung.
差不多。
Yuan Minji not really sweeping this one at all. Do they have the backing? Should they sweep it onto the back red?
It's got to.
They're not going to. And they're going to let this one curl. And how heavy is it? And it's going to go past. It's going past everything. I don't know, Rona. That didn't seem very well communicated.
No, and that's where you need to be sharp when you're playing mixed doubles. You've only got one sweeper. Line call's so important. And weight call.
It was too heavy. And it goes through a steal of 4. 6-0 for Switzerland.
Ja, behoud die zo. Dat is
De vierde af van de zaal.
voor lijn nu. Moet je proberen.
Ja, klar. Mal 12-3.
Goed, Sven.
Ja,
Goed.
let's go. Dat is niet slag.
Linie, stem nog goed.
Lang ist auch ziemlich gut. Die Line.
Ik geloof, Linie is wirklich goed.
Kommt sicher bis dran. Happen ganz
Where
wenig.
China accumulated lots of rocks in the house in the first end. Switzerland got out of that end with a score of 2.
Okay.
And when Switzerland accumulated a lot of rocks in the second end, they got away with a steal of 4. A little bit of inexperience showing from China, especially on that last stone. That was always too heavy to sit in time for shot stone, and
开始擦一擦底线。
they were on the sweep there, even just
擦一擦，擦一擦。
a couple of seconds earlier. They might have saved that one.
好吗？
So now down by 6. And it will be an uphill struggle against the 2018 World Champions.
Linie is goed.
Oh, is gelijk knap.
Linie is super.
Voor 8.
Ja.
Voor 4. Linie lang is goed.
Moest linie, moest linie. Oh, linie.
Both working this one hard. Won it right up to the yellow.
Ja, zo.
Really nice.
Vliegt dat.
Je ziet de loopt. Oké.
Ga je.
Hallo.
Oh, zet daar dan, Celila.
Goed.
Oh, 下去。
Looking a wee bit heavy here. Wanted just to tap the red, but just a bit wide and heavy.
Genau gleiche Länge.
Ja.
Sweden is playing Korea. No score so far, but I think we'll have a score here in the second end.
Yeah, Korea line 1. Anna Hasselberg has got a raise.
Loop aardig.
Ja.
Happen.
She raised yellow onto red, onto yellow.
Nummer 1 4.
That plays it perfectly.
Wow.
Big score of 5.
And there you go. Back on the horse, Anna Hasselborg and Team Sweden. Struggled this week. But now up 5-0 on Korea. I think it says a lot about the competition though this week for the Swedes to have not won a game yet.
And also they've had, Anna herself had a really tough last wee while with playing the World Championships and then playing the World Mixed last week in Stavanger. So she's had a lot of curling and a lot of travelling. It takes its toll.
Ja. Es wäre auch der Beste, ja. Haben wir echt die Seiten, aber es geht schon.
Ja, ja, hier gespielt.
Also noch besser wäre auch das, oder?
Ja.
Da geht gar, dann kann sie da nichts
Ja.
machen. Meinst du, wenn ich so 13-3 spiele wie jetzt, ist das zu lang?
Nein, finde ich gut.
Okay.
Findest du auch gut?
Theoretisch, wenn man hier zu kurz ist, ist nicht, sie ist nicht schlecht, oder?
Switzerland line 1 on the button.
Lang ist, glaub.
They want to block the outturn side.
Zeig schnell aus.
Ja, ist gut.
Okay,
Bis
Achtung.
dran.
Linie ist super, Sven.
Er ist genau
Nein,
bis
muss ein
dran.
bisschen görlen. Görlen, görlen, görlen.
Genau bis dran.
Muss massiv görlen.
Jetzt
Aber
übergörlen wäre
er
super.
kommt, er kommt. Gut. Schön, 13.
Das war es. 13-3 wäre es. Schade ist ja.
下。
我给你扩点点。
The coach for Team China, Zhang Wei, got the camera up, following this game closely, trying to angle back their own yellow here onto the reds. They do, but they're hoping for that yellow to stick in the top 4.
Ja, finde ich
And the
super.
coach will be
Aber drin,
using video analysis to help the team develop and learn from every game they play. They'll review the footage. check tactics, see what they could do differently.
Ja, ja, ja.
Norway is up 1 on Russia in mixed doubles. Currently lying 2, it seems.
Ja, so etwas zwischen 13 und 7 und 14.
Yep, line 2 in the 4-foot. Here, Komarova.
Oh, yes! Yes, 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 yes!
Wow, flashes past everything. Leaves Norway line 2.
And scoring 2, so that's a 3-0 game after 2 ends.
Perfekt!
A very nice little tap. Freeze from Micheliecki. Puts China in trouble again.
Die ist aber auch verdammt geil. Ja, weil der Shot hat.
Okay.
Aber oder Freeze dran.
Ah, weiß ja.
So China changed the order this end. Wang Minji throwing first and fifth. See if it can make a difference. Trying to draw to the side of the button.
Well, good attempt, but it will be 2 for Switzerland, really running away with this game. Only 3 ends played, but they are up 8-0 on China.
Jetzt nehmen sie es.
Auch schon. Dann mache ich ja gar nicht. Mach etwas an. All in. Nee, okay.
Dann können wir schon von mir aus. What's that? Good.
Team Switzerland all over China through 3 ends of play here. Now we see a lot of scoring in mixed doubles, and we have seen some upsets and comebacks, but 8-0 seems a bit too big of a mountain to climb for China, but they will use their power play. So now we see the rocks pushed off to the side, Rona.
Yeah, so by using the power play, there's no centre guard. The guards move to the side. They're allowed to choose which side they want it on. So Michelle Yagi there was just trying to split the red guard into the rings. Can't remove it from play. And the reason China have played their power play is to try and score. They've not been successful the last 3 ends. So changing tact. Again, Chow Chung playing first and fifth.
还可以吧，可以下线啊。还是查一查下线。
Trying to get in behind the cover. Doesn't fully bury, but covers the inside.
好你哦，probieren. Elf.
Ja.
Darf der da nicht raus?
Ja. Ich muss probieren. Ja, nein, lang nicht.
Komisch.
Tja,
Ja,
ich war weiter drinnen und dann ist schon der Feind.
So-
schon wieder schnell.
Sven has pushed that guard right through, which he's not allowed to do in the free guard zone rule. Can't even remove your own stone,
好的那边。
so that needs to be replaced.
走一个。
Ja.
Moment, schaut der 3/4 raus.
Okay.
Wir können entweder probieren, die zwei Garten oder auch Geld nehmen. Oder
So
probieren
looking quite good for China at the moment.
Genau.
Lie 2
Mal schauen,
guarded.
ich würde sagen, wenn einer siehst, würde ich die nehmen, die siehst.
Okay. Und denke, wenn ich den Rot mit dem Intern anspiele, probiere die zwei Roten zu nehmen auf den Geld.
Switzerland 2 and Canada 2 mixed doubles curling action over on sheet C as well.
稍微停高一点也可以啊。这球上漏一多吧。
Canada lying 1, Jenny Perry.
Ja!
Difficult shot here to try and get rid of that. Having to go for the angle raise. And just over curls.
1 yellow.
Leaves it 1 for Canada.
下路没问题，
So 3 singles up on the board for Canada. Switzerland not able to score with that hammer. 3-0. Canada leads. And we see Russia playing Norway as well. Bit of the same story. Well, while Norway's up 3-0, Russia now with last stone.
Norway lying quite a few around that 4 foot.
Massive weight from Komarova.
Trying to do some damage. Oh, she does. Just a 1 for Norway out of that. But it's another steal.
3/4 Treff, oder?
And a 4-0 lead for Norway, looking very solid this week. Could be another final for the two of them.
Yes, Kristen Skazlin's played in
Nicht auf dieser
all
Seite.
legs of the World Cup with a different partner every time.
Okay.
Yourself played the first one, Xander, and she didn't ask you back.
That is true.
What does that tell you? She found a better partner. Because the other 2 legs of the World Cup, she got to the final.
站这个。
One with Magnus and one with Thomas Olsrud.
站到中间，站这
站中
个。
间，站2个球中间，
这个点。
收一点，收 OK。
So China lying 3. Happy just to guard here.
哦，掉下了，掉下了。
2、1、1、
站这个，哦，站这个也不能躺。
Now that over curled by quite a bit.
Oder du machst den.
Ja. Wir gehen doch auf den, auch wenn wir schlimmstenfalls zu viel curlen, können wir immer noch, oder so, wieder mit dem Min spielen. Da wüssten wir gerade.
Ich wäre jetzt auch im Out gekommen, aber
Ja,
was
komm,
dir
wir gehen mit dem
lieber
Out.
ist.
Alt ist gut.
Soll ich wischen, oder?
Zwei-
Soll ich wischen oder anzeigen?
Wie?
Soll ich wischen?
Nein, ich glaube, ist gut. 2 Drittel, oder?
Ja?
Sven Mikkel could remove 2 here.
Ah, trifft voll.
Nein, kommt nicht schlecht.
Ah,
Oh, just nicks the back one, but not enough. However, his shooter does stay in and does lie short.
还在可以噶。
But it is open for China.
打定吧。
Ist gut gespielt. Ist recht schön dran geblieben.
Ja. Schon wieder.
So ideally we'd like to just hit this on the nose. Keep separation.
Ich wäre für den. Der ist weit offen. Also weit offen. Da siehst du etwa so viel.
Rolls out.
Das ist eine Option.
Ich schaue mal vom Heck schnell.
Ja. Also weißt, wenn du Nuss
When
triffst,
you're 8 down in the game, you can't afford to make these errors.
Ja,
Sag du.
ja, vor allem weiss ich hier die Länge nicht.
Ja. Ah, kannst du ja das Clearing kommen, oder?
Ja, ja.
Oder was meinst du?
Und sonst, wenn ich plötzlich viel vergönnen, bin ich halb auf dem Roten, auf dem Gelb, oder?
Das ist schon recht viel können, oder? Das ist ein halber Stein mehr, oder?
Ja.
Also weißt du, dass er
Ich
auf
sage
ein,
nur, ich bin so im Dicht aussen, da kommt der auch plötzlich dann schon drum.
dass er auf ein Gelb geht über den Roten, ist der Schnapp daher.
Halb.
Gut halten.
Also,
Gehen wir
ich
direkt,
gehe
oder?
Direkt, ja.
Jetzt.
Ja. Wow, wow. Ja, ja.
So Michelle Yaki just trying to remove this and roll in.
Jetzt schon.
A really nice shot. Rolls behind the cover and lies shot.
Perfekt.
There is a chance for China just to play the raise on their own yellow onto the red. Roll the shooter in, score 2.
手大，线路手大，
应该可以啊。
力量，往
8、7、
往力量，往
6。
clean，往往。
Is it going to curl enough?
I'm not sure if it will. Gets a tackle on the yellow, rolls in for the single point.
One yellow.
So China on the scoreboard, but will trail Switzerland by 7
Time out, huh?
Ja, 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 ja.
at half time.
So I look back at the first end. China lying 1. Michelle Yaki
Ja, nimm den mal.
is playing the top back.
Ja.
Schön, Michi, schön. Tipptopp.
Really nice.
Yes.
Scores 2.
Okay.
Bravo.
Second end, Switzerland lying 4 all around the 4-foot. Chow Chung just has to bite the 4-foot anywhere.
下路的人力量。哦，
No communication though from sweeping about the weight, and it slips right through. Big steal of 4 for Switzerland.
For it. Yes. Free straw.
And third end, Switzerland lying 2, both biting the button. Tough shot. Wang Minji having to try and bite the edge of the button. Very hard. Just catches the top one, so another steal of 2 to take an 8-0 lead. Take a look at Sweden, Korea. Kim Min-ji, last stone of the third end. Trying to get a 2 back here after that big 5 from Sweden. Wants just to tap this red back. Got a long way to curl. Here it comes. Oh, has it moved it enough as they all have a look? It is enough for 2. So a look at the other scores. Norway leading Russia 6-0 in the mixed doubles. Women, Russia beating Switzerland 2-1. Mixed doubles, Canada 2, beating Switzerland 2-4-0. And as we see, Sweden 5-2 up over Korea in the women's game. And our feature game, Switzerland 1 are leading China 8-1 after 4.
Also.
niet. Oh nee, nu niet.
Zo.
A look at the stats after the first 4 ends, and not a huge difference in the total accuracy. The hit accuracy for Switzerland's better than China. But although the stats only show 5% of a difference, 6 stolen points for Switzerland. And it's the key last stones of the end that have really cost the points for China. So there we see the scoreline, 2-4-2 in the first 3 ends. Big uphill struggle now for this Chinese duo. See all 5 sheets this evening. 2 women's games and 3 mixed doubles. It's a great format for the World Cup to have women's, men's and mixed doubles all playing same event.
Okay.
So 5th end gets underway. Chow Chung is very consistent, 67% for the game and the tournament.
小不小？下落。下线，正常正常正常，底线，还是擦一擦，还是擦一擦，底线底线底线。哦，可以下线下线下线。哦。
Plays a really nice freeze.
Even freeze, hè?
Ja, het vliegen we zien. Order 4.
Fairly similar numbers for Michelle Yaki.
Lang is goed.
Linie is goed!
As I say, stats are a guide. It's making the key shots at the right time that makes the difference.
Ah. Sorry.
Just a wee bit heavy and rubs off.
右区球，我投前区稍微劲小一点。
But you can smile when you're up
Sorry.
in a game by 7.
Ja, to je de tank tady.
But in mixed doubles, the scoreline can change very quickly. So Switzerland need to keep their wits about them. %80 for today's game for Wang Minji.
还可以啊，是那个支持力量，导一导线。 二十踩底线
6、
，20踩在底线。
5。
哦，停前面了。
Really like to come into that pocket. Three's on top. Useful there.
Ja, finde ich gut. Dann können wir noch immer noch schießen.
Pass auf, oder?
Ja. Spin ein bisschen mehr.
Great ice conditions here this week. You can bury behind any guard.
Yeah, and that pocket is still very much available for Sven Michael, even though that Yellowstone is biting the 8-foot.
Oder 4.
Okay, Achtung.
Nein, Tee. Tee.
Ja.
Tapper.
Nein.
Lang ist super.
Ja. Nein. Curla.
Looking pretty good here.
Ah, lovely shot.
It's going to be tough to move.
Tán一个。站在外面也行吗？
磕一点这个都行。
行。带边。稍大一点，力量。顶线对线路，顶线。
China changing to the out-turn side.
哦，力量，20踩在底线。爬过来。
6、7。
Trying to get a bit of the button. Just over curls and comes up against the top one. Doesn't really help them much.
Probieren hier herzukommen.
Entweder machst du den oder du kommst nur hinter 4.
Das würde auch gehen.
Weißt du, fast so knapp wie möglich durch.
Das Problem ist, ich habe ein bisschen Angst, dass mit dem Shooter passiert. Weißt du, dass er
Wegen
dann
dem
wieder so
darfst du nur
kann.
hinter 4. Höchstens.
Das geht eben dann gleich ein bisschen auf, oder?
Und hinter 4 längst für zweimal zu legen, aber du kannst auch hier anlegen.
Ich überlege mir darum, wenn wir hier, der ist, einen haben wir auf sicher da kann sie nichts mehr machen.
Was hier?
Ja. Ja. Lange ist okay.
Linie ist auch gut. Ja. Ziellinie.
Tee.
Ziellinie.
Tee.
Zielmusch.
Hinter 4.
Musch. Hand.
Hinter 8.
Hand.
Oh, so close to passing and being absolutely perfect. Wanted to try and take it back there and so he didn't leave and in off for China.
13. Gut gespielt.
A tiny bit of a greedy call. Could have thrown the guard there and it'd be very hard for China to do anything. Rubbing off the yellow, not really a great option. Lucky that there actually slip to the back of the tee line. Makes the in-off a bit harder. Not sure if they're playing the in-off though.
When these two teams met yesterday in the first part of the round robin, China beat Switzerland 9-7. Switzerland certainly out for revenge here. Nice weight, just had to curl a fraction more to be perfect.
Wer ist Schott? Ja, wir können ja nur tappen, aber ich glaube, er ist Schott.
Ja, gelb. Gelb.
Gut, nur mit einem. Wir können ja tappen. Schlimmstenfalls, wenn ich Corner
Let's jump on over to Switzerland 2, playing Canada 2 in mixed doubles. It's Canada up by 4.
Switzerland
Gute.
are lying short. So a fairly straightforward draw for 2 here for Jenny Perry. We've seen her play some difficult shots so far in this game. They're both on it, working it hard. Needs to be in the 8 foot.
Dem frage ich, welche Spur das hat.
Really well swept. A score of 2 for Switzerland.
In der 8.
So 4-2, the lead for Canada.
Wenn wir den Shooter wegnehmen.
Da geht voll
You
rein.
see Switzerland
Sehr schön.
is promoting their own red onto the button.
Sehr schön.
I'm not sure how China will be able to move that rock now. That is in jail.
Yeah, nice smiles from the Swiss there. They know they're in a pretty good situation right now.
Wer es verkraften.
Backen in für mich. Ja, ich glaube, ich will auch noch mal
30 seconds left.
Sorry.
Just deciding we'll put up a guard and give away a 1.
You know.
Yeah.
However, there is still a chance for Switzerland to come down the outturn side, even if China block this side.
Whoa! Whoa, oh, never. Never, whoa. Ich habe das Gefühl, wenn du 3/4 triffst, oder 2/3, oh, halb, ist auch gut.
Not sure if that guard's really in play.
Is there a shot for Michelle Yaki to move both these yellows about?
Ich sehe 3/4 sehe ich.
Ja, also halb
Because there's
treffen.
plenty reds around.
Ew.
Last stone, 5th end. Will bring the heat here. Should add a few points to the scoreboard.
Komt niet slecht. Komt niet slecht.
Well, maybe just the 1.
Sorry. Guess it's 1, huh? Yeah.
It will just be the 1 for Switzerland, but that is good enough.
1 red. 1, yes.
See Sven Michael trying to navigate past the guards here.
Just as well, he didn't have to sweep there.
9-1 the score. After 5, Switzerland still well ahead.
Ziel erreicht.
2.
2.
Ist gut.
Noch 3 Sekunden.
9-1 the score.
Jetzt ist gut.
Switzerland leading China in this mixed doubles game, curling World Cup final in Beijing.
Nicht schlecht, vor der 4.
Veel Platz im Moment.
Lang ist super.
Carla.
Vorne 4.
Carla. Noch keine Linie.
Sehr schön. Tipptopp.
Tip top. Great shot
Good.
from Yagi.
Cool.
没太给啊，待着点，你这下路还可以，使力量。
Cool.
哦，哦，拍，哦，拍，哦哦，拍，擦一擦底线，
Just come right in on top here.
拍。
Well, taking a look at how the teams got here. We had 3 legs
Ja.
and the Curling World Cup. One in Suzhou, one in Omaha, and one in Jönköping. So all the leg winners coming through. 2 teams on ranking. And of course, the special invite, which is Russia, China as host nation. And I believe
Ja,
Yeki
Zielline.
and Michael as world champions from last year.
Noordwijn mooi, hè? Noordwijn mooi.
Hij is
Sprint
genau
heb
der-
hier.
Hij is am Roten dran.
Komt Tesje gauw op, hè?
Zo goed. Sitzen.
Goed, sehr goed. Tip top.
So the 2 reds are pretty well frozen. China would just like to tap it back
Daar zo daar.
and keep their shooter
That's all
in
right.
front of the red. Waiting for it to curl. Wants to be on the nose of it.
Hard hot.
Does move things about a bit. Gives them options with their next stone.
Freeze, oder? Ja. Ich würde einfach nochmal die gleiche nehmen, oder?
Russia
Ja.
still in
Yeah, it's
trouble,
good.
playing Norway down by 6.
Norway lying 1, but a chance for Russia here to raise their own red onto the yellow Norwegian stone.
Ähnlich wie vorhin.
Linie is goed.
Komarova
En de kant. Nee,
Is
op
goed.
nog.
jams it and leaves Norway lying 1.
Tappekli.
Another steal.
Tappekli. Das ist nicht schlimm.
Ja.
So Norway lead that 7-0 after 5.
Dat is weer niet gek. Darum links auch können drauf
Ja,
schlagen und
irgendwas
beide
drehen
nehmen.
können.
Okay, also. Ist gut, da hinten kommt zweimal nicht
ist
mitspielen.
ja.
So a chance now for China to use that yellow of their own and raise it up. Try and tap one of the reds back.
Die schon mal da.
Minji
哦，要爬下去啊！
needs this to curl. Just not enough. So Switzerland still lie 2.
Ich kann von beiden Seiten anspielen, wobei ich habe das Gefühl, der ist auch einfacher hier, oder? Der rechts. Oder da hat sich ein bisschen mehr
China
Platz.
just really struggling to
Kannst nicht
try and
da
generate anything in any of the ends.
Ja, das ist eine gute Idee.
Nu af. kommen hier.
Switzerland
Optimal
are
wäre fast,
controlling
wenn
the
wir den
head
noch stehen
every
würden,
time.
Aber du kannst eigentlich gleiche Länge kommen.
Ja.
Oder? Der ist ja fast 3 Taps,
Ja.
gleiche Länge. Und sonst, wenn wir dann nur da sind, ist auch gut.
Ist auch in Ordnung, ja. Ganz wenig schieben wäre super.
Ja. Gib dir schon ein bisschen weniger.
Ja, das ist gut. Ich glaube, ist gut. Freeze!
Görlen,
Freeze!
Görlen, muss Görlen sein. Muss massiv Görlen.
Okay. Tappet es ein bisschen. Länge wäre eigentlich gut.
Nein, tappet noch nicht viel.
Wenn wir ihn vorbeinehmen, geht nicht. He?
Okay. Länge wäre gut, das ist ja. Kommt echt nicht so viel.
Ja.
Does nick the Chinese stone, but Switzerland do still lie to. China really do need to try and move things about here. They've got last stone. Need to score.
Macht er jetzt vorne drüber?
So looking for the straight run back. Doesn't make contact with anything in the forefoot.
Mach er nicht?
Ja.
Weil wenn sie hier drauf schlägt, verliert sie ihren Shooter und der verliert sie
Ja,
auch.
das bindet. Das bindet hier.
Ja, ja, aber der, also hier
Also,
geht.
ich würde wahrscheinlich. Ha.
Switzerland put up a
Aber der
centre
geht
guard.
wieder, oder?
Genau, Centerguard, oder?
Weil wenn
China
sie-
won't be left
Den
with
könnte sie
much.
vielleicht machen für einen. So,
Einfach
Ich würde den
Centerline,
guarden.
Centerline, oder?
finde ich super, ja. Sekunden. Okay.
Gut.
Zwei.
So Switzerland just looking for a
Zwei.
centre line guard.
Zwei. Drei.
Mini ist gut!
Drei.
Mini ist super!
Sehr gut. Perfekt.
Pretty good there. Now what can China do?
Can probably hit the outside red here to try and score the single.
Yeah, bounce red onto yellow onto red. I've only got 30 seconds, so haven't got too long to decide.
Okay.
Okay.
Throwing pretty big weight here.
Yes.
We'll have to rely on that yellow jamming on the second yellow and not spill through.
Whoa. Hey.
And it will just spill a little bit
One red.
and a bit too much.
One red. Yes.
So it is one red again, Switzerland score,
Thanks.
Thank you.
and the game
Thank you.
is
Good luck.
over
Thank you.
with
Good luck.
Switzerland picking up another point.
Mach
It's
er
a 10-1 win.
So 3 points for Switzerland for the win. Picks them to 7 points now in their section.
Every time though, like we're off of it, it's just.
No, we're not missing any. It's much high.
No.
That's for sure.
Still 4 other games on the ice this evening. And we're heading to another mixed doubles game between Switzerland 2 and Canada 2. Canada leading 5-2. Martin Rios just over curled there.
I like normal.
There's only 2 ends to go, and Switzerland trailing by 3. They really would love to score a 2 or 3 back here.
Little less. Yeah.
Yep. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Curl.
Not curling.
Doesn't remove the double.
Throw it okay?
Yeah.
Colton Lott.
Thought I threw it fine.
So another
You
chance
did.
for Switzerland to come around.
Didn't curl.
Lie 2. The Swiss pair, Jenny Perry and Martin Rios, they were runners-up in the Omaha leg and the Jean Shopping leg. As we see a final. Norway defeating Russia 7-1.
Klima oss Forik!
Kristen Skaslin and Magnus Nedergotten looking very strong this week.
Whoa! Stop! Whoa!
Oh, nej, nu curlen.
These 2 teams played in the final,
Yeah,
and
that's all I
Jean
see.
Shopping with Canada
I think I'll play the
winning
same
that
way. Give me a little
final.
less ISO. Try to dead bury it.
Yeah.
So Colton Lott just looking to try and catch the inside of this and get a roll inside.
Yep. Yeah. Hard. Whoa. Sorry.
So it doesn't bury.
Ja, es hat immer ein Doppel. Am besten ist da eine Rolle. Aber das ist schwierig.
Tap.
Tap? Nein. Hat doch nicht alles von dem. Wieso Tap? Ja. Schnell. Das 9. Die gehen nicht vorbei hier hinten. Nein, ist gut. 8 hinten 8.
Da ist der
Ist noch schwierig, die Seite, glaube ich.
Ist er noch her?
Eben, ein Mühe weniger bitte.
So Martin Rios having his troubles today, just 59% for this game. Trying to hold the line. Nice flop inside.
Just like board weight.
Perry and Rios were world champions in 2017. Mixed doubles.
Board?
Yeah, I think that should be close.
What?
Should be close.
Adriana Saidak.
Yep.
77%
Yeah.
for today's game.
Hard! Whoa! Yep!
Would be happy even just to remove one red here.
Shot.
So it leaves Switzerland a draw for 2. And it means Canada would go into the last end 1 up with the hammer.
Shot.
But Jenny Perry needs to make the draw to the 4-foot. She's got
Wenn auf der
backing.
Gelben sind, sind wir second. Einfach so als Info gerade. 13 mindestens. Dort umeinander. 12,5.
It's 56% for Jenny today as well. So both Swiss players struggling.
Oh.
And that is way short.
Ich weiss nicht mehr, so hätte ich spielen.
So it's only a 1 for Switzerland.
That's good.
Big opportunity lost.
Yeah, I know.
Use a power play, keep it. They need to try to get 2, so
Yeah.
steal 2.
Canada
So
lead
these are
5-3 after 7.
Who's it?
Okay for you? Good.
Ach, die Seite ist kurz.
Linie ist gut. Görle.
With Switzerland
Görle.
winning
Linie ist Görle.
over China in just 6 ends. We've shifted our focus over to another mixed doubles game.
Gut so.
That is the other Swiss team playing Canada. Canada up 5-3. Using their power play. So 2 up. With the hammer, with the power play. Pretty cozy
Line's
situation.
good. All you.
Certainly is. Great position to be in.
Line's good.
Canada have scored at 5 out of the 7 ends tonight.
All you.
So have really controlled this game.
Line's good.
Not allowed to peel anything yet, so
Good.
they figure they can just put that top 4. Something the Swiss might have to move later on, as there's also a couple of women's games out there, one of them being Sweden-Korea, and the Swedes are up 6-2.
And Sweden line 3.
Ich glaube, wir müssen Guard nutzen.
Kim Min-ji, tough shot here
Go clean, yep.
to get in for shot.
Go.
Just easy.
Come through the guards. In off. Oh, it just doesn't move the one enough. And it's a steal of one for Sweden.
Well, Sweden lead that game 7-2 after 5 ends played.
Nur lange Linie. Lange ist super hinten noch.
Was hoping to stay a bit more on the center line side there.
Yeah, it should be good.
Martin Rios.
Heel. Colt, heel.
Yeah.
Peel weight for Colton Lott. And he can throw it pretty hard. From Manitoba with the unique tuck delivery. Gets a pretty good thrust out the hack and big extension there you go as well. This is just a bullet coming down the ice here. Have to be accurate too though. And he is, of course. Makes the double. Kills one of his own, but just keeps it nice and clean. Had a tremendous game in the final in Jönköping. Colton Lott played Team Norway and made everything. The two of them became winners.
Depends where he puts it.
Looking for the freeze. Just pulls up a bit short, so Canada will peel again.
And if you pick that, it's fine.
Yeah, well, if I come close to that, I might jam. Should be fine.
Of course, when you throw it as hard as Colton Lott, you take the ice reading a bit out of it, but harder to throw it accurate. But he makes it look so easy.
He does. Very, very hard to be that accurate. In theory, with the tuck delivery, you're only sliding on half a slider on your toe, whereas when you've got a full slider, you're sliding on full Teflon.
Yeah, a little bit more forward momentum and slightly easier to have room for an arm extension.
But it is an art to be able to extend at that weight and play it very accurately.
You also get very low in behind the rock, so Colton Lott's shoulders basically just in behind the rock, allowing him to just add that little extra weight at the end. Same shot again, and it's made again, deja vu. And that is enough. We'll run Switzerland out of stones here. And a very solid performance by Team Canada. They pick up the win on Switzerland 5-3.
5 minutes.
5 minutes still.
5 minutes till bus.
The bus home. I'm going to make a run for it. No rest for them.
No, just as well you're not doing an interview with them.
So we see there are 2 games left in the session. Of course, the mixed doubles game's a bit more fast-paced. Fewer rocks, so they have all ended. 2 women's games remain. So, shifting our attention to Switzerland, Russia. All tied up after 5 ends of play. Anna Sidorova with her last stone here of the 6th end, drawing in to lie 3 and force Switzerland to a tough shot for the single.
Дай чуть-чуть.
Я просто и думала, и оставить ин, может быть, лучше для взрослых.
Careful. Okay.
Yep.
Kann noch gehen, ich bin recht gut. Linie gut. Sieht
Lauf
gut
mega,
aus.
lauf mega gerade.
Linie ist
Linie ist
gut.
gut, der fängt doch Gerle.
Ziellinie. Ziellinie. Festlinie. Fest.
Ja, ja, Lenny, komm.
Sieht gut aus. Gut. Platz.
Well, keeping this one clean.
Spitze
Noen
sechs.
Schwander
Perfekt, schön.
and
Gut, schön.
Barbisat puts it in there for the single point.
Gut.
Switzerland lead 4-3
Horst, perfekt.
with 6 ends played.
Два это нормально для нее. Ну, какие у нас есть варианты? Вести в центр, соглашаться на ее игру за центром. Разводить.
Er ist eher länger im Moment
Ja.
noch.
Ich glaube, ich werde
Nein, länger ist recht gut.
Switzerland looking for the center
Good
guard,
Schön.
just pulling up in time to sit in that free guard zone.
When these 2 teams met in the first round, here, Tirinzoni are 6-4 winners over Russia.
Посмотрите, посмотрите. О, легче, легче, девочки, девочки. Нет, 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 нет. Хорошо.
Mitte ist gut. Ich bin recht gut. Ist besser vor
Good
dem
numbers for Melanie Barbizat.
Haus. Ist besser vor dem Haus. Ding ist gut, bis da. Ist nicht drin.
And don't get confused with the names on the backs of the Swiss team's shirts. They've obviously had an issue and they've not got the correct names on.
Только вес. Только вес. Линия, да.
Yulia
Линия
Krzyżewa.
норма, линия норма, вес. Да, девочки, линия тоже. Линия очень, Юль, давай. Свип, Юль, пройти. Давай, все ближе.
Really well swept.
Good. Solid.
Silvana Tirensoni asking for the run back from second, Esther Neunschwander.
Yeah.
Trying to hold the line. Slightly over curls. Does remove it, but rolls out of play. Allows Russia now the chance to try and open things up, take the double clear. Russia would love to blank this end and be one down with the hammer coming home.
Yulia Porchunova. Well, stuffed the double. Well, still a centre guard in play for Switzerland. So coming around the centre guard, Neunschwander.
T-line muss es sein, Meli. Meli, fertig. Ist T-line. Noch nicht, zieh. Perfekt, komm.
Not quite getting fully buried there. Russia might chase.
Yeah, Russia just looking to tap this back, but if they catch the guard, that's an okay option as well. Want to make sure it's either or.
Big sweep here to get past the guard. And the R just past it. Wow.
Really great sweep there.
Russia lies 2.
Switzerland would love to force Russia to their 1 here.
Even giving up a 2, not horrendous. A lot of teams would like to have the hammer, even if they're down 1. Score a 2 coming home for the win.
Yeah, even more so with this format. You have to win in the 8 ends to gain all points.
Silvana Tirenzoni.
90% for today's game. Really good numbers.
Looking to dead freeze the shot stone. Do not want to bounce out. Just a couple feet heavy, and does sit partially open, almost fully open.
Надо пробовать. То же самое. Если что, гард. От гарда. Да, 12, как у Юли.
Also a strong game from Margarita Fomina.
Нет, нет, нет.
Good chance here for Russia to
Да, вы сейчас просто его...
try and set up a 3, but this is looking wide.
Oh, disaster. Only good thing is they leave 3 yellows in the house, so slight worry for Switzerland.
Nou, Spinsie. Also nicht der Doppel, oder?
Nein, Nase einfach.
Ja, normaal.
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 So I'd like to just hit this on the nose and keep some separation between the 2 red stones. The Swiss team have had a great season, winning the World Championships, medaling at the Europeans and winning slams in Canada.
Makes 1 yellow go and sets 2. Also rolls in behind the tee line, making a double quite flat. Not sure
Есть
if it's
вероятность,
there.
что он не пройдет, он чуть ниже стоит.
A blank looking very unlikely at this point. So maybe
Да, я понимаю. Если мы это не сделаем,
Look to
это
score your
достанется
2.
до Ти. Она привезет еще один, это плохо. Я думаю, надо пробить этот. Даже можно с роллом большим сюда, это будет хорошо. Да, так и сделаем. 12.
12.
12, 1-5, 12.
So Switzerland undefeated here this week. Russia just on 1 loss.
Воу. Нет. Нет. Нет, вообще, поднять.
Не надо, Юль, вообще.
Внимание. Свип! О! Свип! Свип! Очень! Да-да-да-да-да-да-да-да-да!
Ideally, they'd have liked to have avoided that jam at the back there, to have had 3 yellow counters in the head.
we see Sweden leading Korea by 5. But Kim Min-ji with a chance to put a couple on the board.
Minimum.
Yep, an open hit for 2. Working it hard to hold the line. And they do. Score of 2 for Korea.
Still trail Sweden. Now a 7-4 game.
Elena Pats 92% for today's game.
Oh, we nul linje houden in val. Linie is goed. Dan zie je.
Teamed up with Silvana Tiranzoni this year, playing last stones, and it's working really well for them. Oh, Melanie Barbazat just dropping her brush.
Большой. Ну да. Шестые это дабл и десибели вообще. Ну да, понятно. Или можно еще пробовать такой, что тоже сложно.
Не, давай.
Ну, она будет делать, там, посмотрим. Будет вариант.
Ну,
Если четко под него, она будет мочить, этот в ее идет, так что она тоже забоится.
Если мы закроем, что она будет делать?
А?
Если мы закроем, что она будет делать?
Если мы закроем,
Или будет ранбэк делать.
она может вот так еще пробить, она ничего не теряет.
Если привести над ним, Давай перевезем.
Still having a bit of a debate here.
Сюда? Нет, с этой стороны.
Down to 40 seconds.
Приз на красный.
2 stones to play.
Больше.
A bit stressed there in the hack, asking for a
Я добавил, посмотрите. Немного.
little bit more ice, knowing
Немного.
the clock was ticking down. 32 seconds left for them to throw the last rock. You never want to be stressing in the hack, throwing. And this one will just bounce a bit too much. Leaves a double.
Normaal.
And if this is made,
Ja,
a real tough shots left for Sidorova.
Ja, vind ik goed. Solid. Nasse. Es ist eher ein Minimum, aber wenn wir ein kleiner rollen, ist auch okay. Ja.
Потому что если я не делаю четкий ролл, она пробивает через него и убираются оба наши два и ее за гардом. В 2
See
футах
Sidorova standing at the hog line. Won't have too much time to discuss on her last one, as we see Alina Pets looking for the double on the 2 yellows here. 1, 2, there you go. And Switzerland, they lie. 4. And it looks like the straight draw to the side button for the single.
Чуть-чуть побольше. Капель.
Seven seconds.
Немного. Внимание, свип, линия.
Well, if they're heavy here, they might have to sweep this onto the backing for plan B. Or is it just that the line's starting to move on them too much? It's looking close. But does it have too much weight on it? It does, and it slides too far. And that's a steal of 3 for Switzerland. Maybe the time getting to Sidorova in this end. Both those shots a bit rushed. Both those shots all heavy. Switzerland will lead 7-3.
Если ты слайм, он даже с таким весом пришел.
Sicher vorne 4. Keyline ist okay. Er ist länger, er läuft mega weit. Ja, er ist hinter 8. Ich glaube nicht. Er läuft nie durch, er ist Keyline. Ist gut, zieh, fest, oder? Keyline, er ist Keyline. Ist gut, ist gut. Sehr schön. Schön. Sollen durch.
Four down. Team Russia on Switzerland will be looking to throw a couple of corner guards.
5 хотя бы. Хотя бы 5. Лучше ближе, лучше ближе. Ближе, 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 ближе. Еще.
Fast ein Feine, fast ein Feine.
Fast, also Board, gut Board.
Kann ich leider
And this is the type of shot we've seen a bit more this season with the 5 rock rule. Instead of waiting one more and starting to peel, which you can't do this season. They will try to take this corner guard into the rings to be able to peel it on the next. They actually raise it onto their own. Not bad at all, because that's now in the house, and Switzerland can peel the yellow out on their next.
Yeah, that's a great result.
It looks a bit counterintuitive, but indeed that's not bad at all. The shooter rolls away, so it doesn't really leave any cover around that rock for Russia. I'm quite sure we'll see Switzerland just pick this yellow out of play, the one in the forefoot. Russia could have guarded that one if the one wanted to. As we see Sweden sliding on the way back, looking a bit more chipper than earlier in the week. They've picked up a win on Korea 8-4. And here we see Oenschwander peeling that one out, so one guard left in play for Russia to use. I'm not sure that if that's going to be enough. They're going to need some big mistakes from the Swiss.
Хорошо, линии многовато. Очень много в линии.
8 за 10.
Останется вообще?
12, не знаю. Должен. Может, выйдет, кстати. Нормально, пойдет.
So just a patience game for Switzerland. Make one rock go at a time, and that will do plenty.
And there we see a fresh from Switzerland. Wanted to clear that guard.
Well, glimmer of hope for the Russians. Probably still need one more to really eye a score of 4 here.
О, девочка, нет, нет, нет. Фрид, Фрид, свип, Фрид, свип. Свип, Фрид, да-да-да, надо затереть, открыть пока. Свип, ши.
Oh, nice drawing around from Fortunova.
Taranzoni just going for the clear.
Yeah, still peeling one rock at a time, good enough for Switzerland. But as soon as they have or make one more mistake, things might look a bit more dicey. No mistakes here though from Silvana Taranzoni. Peels the corner.
It's a big game in the wider picture in this group, because if Switzerland were to win, they would go up to 12 points and be 6 points clear of the second place team, who is Russia. And make them look like strong candidates for the final on Sunday.
Quite the season. Well, this one doesn't curl quite enough, but Switzerland not tempted to come after the stones in the house. No heroics required.
Good.
No peel again.
Подождите еще немножко. Заход, Юля только одна Юля. Одна Юля. Оу. Нет. Оу. Стой.
Wat doet hij?
Ja.
Ja, fijn naar de poot.
Fijn, goed.
Irgendwo da ist alles
Ja.
gut.
Kleding.
Natürlich, das ist so viel lästiger. Okay.
Alina Pets,
Gut, sehr gut.
world champion, has a skip herself. Quite familiar throwing the brick. Will peel the corner. So Russia forced to come into the house with this one. And Alina Pets will have an open hit for the win.
Хорошо. Сейчас будет переваливать, притирай. Очень ближний. Ближний самый.
Great positioning.
Oh, sorry.
It's all Sidorova can do. And hope for an error from Alina Pats.
Make one yellow go away. And you've picked up a win. Another 3 points. 90% on 10 hits this evening for Alina Pets, and this one looking good as well. Barbisat and Neunschwander keeping it clean. Makes the hit. So that is game over. Switzerland picks up a win here on Russia. And it's a 7-5 final score. Looking very solid. This Swiss foursome could cap off the season with a curling World Cup final win, but still a little ways there, as we now see all the games coming to a conclusion. Of course, we started the evening with mixed doubles, and it was Switzerland 1 to take on China, and that game ended a bit early. Only 6 ends. Taking a look back.
Fourth end, China with a chance for 2 here. Hackweight tap back on their own yellow onto the red to score 2. Doesn't catch enough of it. Shooter rolls in for score of 1. Fifth end, Michelle Yagi, an opportunity to try and remove the 2 yellow Chinese stones for a big end, but was wide, and it's only a 1.
Gut gespielt.
Sixth end, Switzerland line 2.
Yes!
Chow Chung going for the raise. Red onto yellow, spins the yellow over, and it's a score of 1 for Switzerland, and that's enough. Switzerland take the game 10-1.
Taking a look at all the scores in session 11 this evening. In mixed doubles, Norway beating Russia 7-1. In women's, Switzerland with a 7-5 win on Russia. Switzerland 2 losing out to Canada 2 in mixed doubles. Sweden with a win on Korea. And also mixed doubles game, Switzerland won 10-1 over China, which was our featured game. And these are the standings in the mixed doubles. We see Norway now qualified for the final with 13 points. Still not decided in Group A. Canada 1 in the lead with 11, followed by USA at 9 points. Then Switzerland with 7, China with 3. In the women's, it is Canada on top in Group A with 10 points, followed by Japan and China at 7 and 6. USA out of the picture with a single point. And we see Switzerland now 6 points ahead on Russia, looking very solid and just a few steps away from qualifying. Russia might have a chance still, as we see how the points are scored. And it's the 3 points you get if you win the game within 8 ends of play. No shootout that we saw this evening. But if you do go to a single stone shootout and win, you will score 2 points. And if you lose that said shootout, it is a single point for you to put up on the standings board. Pretty quick game out there. What did you think of your own performance?
Oh, I would say best game of the week so far. We played really well, took our chances, and yeah, it was good. Good to win today.
Yeah, I totally agree with him. We had a perfect draw weight, which helps a lot. So it was a good game.
You haven't played the mixed doubles together at the World Cup. Do you feel that's a disadvantage for you guys?
Well, actually, I don't think so. We're probably not so trained right now, but still, yeah, we have a lot of fun. We figured out the ice pretty good tonight, and yeah, it makes fun to play with her.
Yeah, we just love playing the game, and tonight everything worked out really good, so we are happy with it.
Looking forward to the next one.
Yeah, tomorrow, last game. Unfortunately, I guess we can't qualify for the final anymore, but we'll do one more good game, final game of the season, and hopefully we can finish it off with a win.
Thank you and congrats.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Another day in the books here in Beijing, China for the Curling World Cup final. We thank you for watching, and please join us again soon.
Super.